California is considering whether a dangerous chemical found in common paint strippers should be taken off the market.
One man whose recent death is linked to the toxic chemical.
So a couple weeks ago, I had a few people send me links to the Magic Gel Nail Polish Remover product that's been getting a lot of buzz lately. I bought the product and I filmed a review trying it out, but I goofed around and I didn't upload the video. Then, as you probably have seen, Simply Nailogical posted a review on it a couple days ago. So I didn't want to post my review since a lot of our opinions are similar. So in this video, we're going to go a step further. Originally, when I tried the Magic Gel Remover, I was completely shocked because it actually removed my gel, but I did develop a reaction on my skin where a small amount of the product had touched. So immediately, I knew this product had to contain some kind of irritating chemical. Christine and myself are both suspicious as to what the Magic Gel Remover actually contains, as there are no clear ingredients listed anywhere on the bottle. I did find one listing on Amazon that says its contents consist of several vague chemical categories, but nothing clear. In Christine's video, she also mentioned the smell and how it removed the gel similarly to car paint stripper. So I decided to test the Miracle Gel Remover and car paint stripper on a few items to see how their reactions compare. I did some research and I found a car paint stripper that contains the chemical that allegedly killed dozens of people from prolonged exposure. In this video, I'll be comparing the Magic Gel Remover reactions with the car paint remover reactions on various items, and I'll be also using 100% acetone as another test material to see how all three react compared to each other. So that way, we can see if any of these products cause a similar reaction when applied on the different items in the same way, and you can make up your mind on whether or not the Magic Gel Remover is safe to use. But before we get started, I need you to know that I am not a scientist. I'm just curious. Do not attempt this at home. This was purely for education, and all necessary safety precautions were taken to ensure proper and safe handling of all of these items. I repeat, do not attempt this at home. I'm also not claiming that this product contains the allegedly lethal chemical. This is strictly a test to help you come to your own conclusion. Before we get started with the test, I'll be taking all the necessary precautions, like I said, so face mask, goggles, and of course, gloves. I also did the tests outside / in a well-ventilated area. First off, I wanted to test how acetone, the Magic Gel Remover, and the car paint stripper reacts on a nail wheel with 2 layers of soak-off gel. I already knew the gel remover works on removing gel from my actual nails, but I wanted to see if it worked on the plastic nail and how the 3 solvents compare to each other. For the acetone portion of these tests, I kept the acetone-soaked cotton ball in contact with the item as you would when you soak off gel polish from your nails. I also tried to apply liberal amounts of product so we could really see a reaction. Right off the bat, I was surprised that the car paint stripper, when sprayed, was actually jelly in texture visually, so it sort of looked like the Magic Gel Remover. For all the test subjects in this video, I did let them sit for 10 minutes because when I tested the gel remover, that's how long it took to get a reaction on my nails. After 10 minutes, I removed the cotton ball soaked with acetone, and only a little bit of color came off on the cotton ball. There was a little bit of residue from the gel remover, but basically no reaction. And on the nail with the car paint stripper, there was also some residue, but it seemingly corroded the plastic. The side of the plastic nail was soft to the touch when I used the wooden stick to scrape it, and I was actually able to scratch off some of the plastic. You can also see where the spray came in contact with the center of the wheel and how it started to eat away at the plastic or corrode it. When I flip the nail wheel over, from the back, you can actually even see the edges of the nails and how the spray stripper affected that nail specifically, and the others didn't have any reaction on the edges. The results of this test were interesting because none of the products really removed the gel, but I did not buff the surface of the gel before using each of the products, which maybe you're actually just seeing the clear coat dissolve and not the actual color coat. Next, I'll be testing the products on a banana because it's an organic material with a fleshy sort of skin, and that way we could observe what kind of damage it would do to the banana and how deep the products would absorb. Interestingly enough, acetone had little to no effect on the banana. The gel remover did leave a residue, but what I'm scraping off is just excess gel remover and not actually from the banana. After 10 minutes, neither the gel remover nor the paint stripper got through the skin, showing that it's not eating away at the banana's skin. And when I peel open the banana, you will see that the center of the banana isn't affected at all, and you can see how deep the product's actually saturated through the peel. Next, we'll be testing the reactions on these genuine leather tags, but these are probably treated with something. This test is similar to the idea that we did with the banana, but we're using a different material, which is probably a little more similar to human skin than a banana would be, but tougher. But if this damages the leather, I feel like it's safe to say it would definitely damage skin. After 10 minutes, we're going to check our test subjects, and I was actually surprised to see that the most visible effect was on the leather tag with the acetone. Because the acetone contained more liquid, it saturated the leather more. In all of these tests so far, the gel remover has consistently left the most residue, even compared to the strong paint remover. On the two other tags, especially the middle one with the magic gel remover, it appeared that some areas where the reaction took place toughened or hardened up slightly, but not much of an obvious reaction occurred. You can see the acidic pattern of the spray paint remover on the third tag, but it didn't penetrate as deep as the acetone did. I was also surprised to see on the acetone tag that it completely saturated through, making me wonder if soaking your nails in acetone is similar and that the acetone penetrates the skin that deeply. Next, I'll be testing the magic gel remover and the car paint stripper on a toy car, which is definitely coated in some sort of paint, but I don't believe it's real car paint, and this is where stuff gets interesting. As you can see, immediately a strong reaction occurred with the car paint stripper, and the paint began to bubble up. But not much longer after I applied the magic gel remover, it began to have a reaction that was pretty much identical. This isn't too surprising because I'd guess or assume that the paint on the car is more similar to nail polish than it is to car paint, but it is interesting. I did want to test the acetone on this as well, but there just wasn't enough surface area, so I decided to just pick the two most reactive products so far. After 10 minutes, I scraped off the paint. The side with the spray on car paint stripper removed almost in one piece very easily. The magic gel remover side also removed very easily, but not in one piece. Arguably, I could have applied more of the spray than the gel remover, but the reactions were just about the same. The reaction of the magic gel remover was just a little bit slower. One of the main things I wanted to figure out is the magic gel remover essentially car paint stripper? So no actual car paint jobs were harmed in the making of this. So to simulate a car paint job, I decided to buy authentic car paint and paint a steel wrench. We wanted to choose an object that was most similar to a car, so we applied 2 coats of the paint and let it fully dry to represent how car paint would be. But please note, it doesn't have a normal car top coat finish, it's just paint. Almost immediately, the car paint stripper formed large bubbles under the surface of the paint and continued to bubble. As I was applying the gel remover to the other side, after about the 3rd coat, I actually started to strip the paint off with the brush. I wanted to apply more product, but clearly it wasn't necessary, so I just stopped there. After 10 minutes, the side with the paint stripper removed in one clean swipe. How's that for satisfying? The gel remover side removed easily, but not in a clean swipe like the other side. Again, this could be due to the application and amount of the product applied, but I definitely had to scratch at this side a little bit more. So the reaction from the paint stripper was much faster, but the gel remover was equally as effective at removing the car paint. This proves that the two products are similar and the magic gel remover will remove car paint. Or in this case, car paint that was painted on a steel wrench. So I wanted to test the products on human flesh, but we didn't want to burn a hole in our hand or die, so the next best thing I could think of was hair. It's part of my body, and if the products can do anything to the hair, it will assuredly have a similar effect on skin. After watching the reaction of the paint on the wrench, it was surprising to see this had little to no effect on the hair. I tried to see if I was able to break the hair easily, but the products didn't appear to have weakened the hair at all. So, in conclusion, the gel remover and the car paint stripper had similar, almost identical reactions in some of the tests. Ultimately, I did these tests so you can come to your own conclusion. Yes, it melted the car paint, but no, it did not melt human hair or a banana. But we don't know what the long-term effects are of using these products. So it's up to you to decide whether or not you think it's safe enough to use on your nails. As for me,